Johnson, Alderman Robinson,
Here.
Alderwoman Melton,
Here.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Here.
Alderman Artis,
Here.
Alderwoman Carter,
Here.
Alderman Holt.
Here.
We have quorum to conduct city business
Allegiance to the flag
of the
United States of America and to the republic
for
for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
This time, entertain a motion to adopt the agenda. So, motion of Alderman Morris, is there a second?
Second.
Second of Alderman Williams. Discussion, all say right, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Look for approval of minutes. Look for a motion to approve the minutes from July 10th, 2023.
So moved.
Motion made by Alderman Williams, second by Alderman Melton. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, the same sign. Look for a motion to approve warrants July and August, amount of $22,129.10.
So moved.
Motion by Alderman Williams, is there a second? Second by Alderman Melton. Any discussion? All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Mayor's report, just one thing, on the 24th at, the old Recreation Center from 3 to 7, the Heal Stop Heroin organization was, of course, led by our, resident, Mr. Ellis Fitzwalter. They're having a 6th annual blood drive in honor of his son, Michael Fitzwalter. Again, that'll be Thursday, August 24th, 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Dale Recreation Center. If you want to give blood, those who would like to give blood, for this great cause, please come August 24th, 3 to 7 at the Dale Recreation Center. That'll be it for the mayor report. Any board announcements? If you know, we'll go item business, city manager report, Terry Wilson.
Good evening, board, good evening, mayor. Great City Delwood. Been very busy this month. Right now, we have commenced phase 4 of our codification process, so we're moving, adding our codes online, like I've been telling you all since the beginning of the year, with a lot of different phases, so we're getting close. Also, I just want to acknowledge the public works staff. They did an excellent job through these storms. Appreciate the hard work that they have been doing. Also, I am in the midst of creating a timeline for the budget, so I'll be having Ms. Gaynell send out some emails towards the end of send out some emails to get some availability for towards the end of October for the Ways and Means meeting to kind of see the preliminary budget. So those will be commencing soon. So I'll send out the scheduled timeline for that. Also, I met with MSD. We have our natural resources observation coming up. They basically come in and see how our stormwater program is going in the city. So they basically look at how we have the drains clean and how we keep our paperwork and things like that. So I met with them and I got that process down pat. It should be pretty good. That should be very simple and seamless. So they'll be here next week to observe that. Also, later on this month, well, next week actually, I'll be participating August 24th at a legislative roundtable discussion in Florissant. They're going to basically be discussing a lot of the updates for this upcoming legislative session as it relates to municipalities. So like I said, overall, it's been very busy. Looking forward to some great things coming up. And that is my report, Mayor and Board.
Thank you. Item B, Lieutenant Thompson, police report.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay, for the month of July, we had 50 alarm calls, 4 assault reports, 4 accidental injuries, 17 auto accidents, 1 burglary report, 27 checked the welfare, 18 disturbance calls, 11 stolen vehicles, 7 larceny reports, 2 missing juveniles, 4 open door calls, 12 property damage reports, 2 sudden deaths, 54 sick cases, 11 suspicious persons, 6 calls for shots heard, 12 suspicious vehicles, 709 traffic violations written, 71 parking violations, and 691 hangups, which brings us to 685 total calls for service. If y'all got that scratched through, disregard that. 685. Any
Any
questions?
other questions for Lieutenant? We have any,
No neighborhood watch, it was canceled because they went to the back to school event, which was on the same day, Riverview back to school.
oh,
Yeah. But they do have neighborhood watch meeting coming up next month.
okay. All right.
Oh, sure, I got a question.
Alderman Artis.
So, something happens on my street
Mhm.
and it's so far down, I couldn't really get to it. Is there a number I can call and find out what happened?
You can call me.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
I
Mr.
just,
Chairman,
Alderman Johnson.
I just have a question for the lieutenant.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
sorry, Lieutenant Galloway. Do we have something on the books that would help us or help the police department patrol loitering at the bus stops and in common like places, hanging out, drinking, and so forth and so
Not
on?
those bus stops, because I told you it's Ferguson.
I can't hear you.
Not those bus stops you're referring to, because that's Ferguson area.
Okay, so do we have something?
Yeah, we have the city do have a no loitering ordinance. Yes, and now I have had the elite liquor people that sign up. So it has been posted, no loitering.
Thank you, Lieutenant.
Mhm.
That was my question.
Item C, Parks and Recreation, Michelle.
Hello. So this month we have had 17 rentals for the month. Redbird Rookies have ended. We also have this Saturday a back to school skate festival. We will be giving out book bags and back to school supplies. And then we have our last outdoor concert this not this Saturday, the following Saturday, the 25th,
Friday.
Friday the 25th. And that's all we have.
What time for back to school is what?
12 to 3.
12:03.
I have a question for you.
Alderman Artis.
So, to obtain one of the book bags, do you have to have mom with you? How do you do that?
You just have to have the kid with you.
Just have the kids with you? Your mom can't just go and get it?
No.
Kids gotta be there.
The kids are
Okay. All right, thank you.
Any other questions? Thank you. Well, item D, sign permits, looking for a motion to approve Midwest Bank sign permit. I think it's the first sign permit for the Springwood Plaza, Old Plaza. 10194 West Carson. Motion by Alderman Booker, second by Alderman Melton. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt. Motion passed.
And we have about 4 ordinances and 1 resolution. I ask that we're gonna do the first readings. If there's any discussion or questions we need to ask about the ordinance, I ask that you do it. We have a discussion. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and ask City Clerk to give bill number BL-2023-04 its first reading.
An ordinance of the City of Delwood, Missouri, amending and readopting the municipal code book governing procedures to disclose potential conflicts of interest and substantial interest for the certain individual officials.
Okay, thank you. I need to get a motion to get a second reading for bill number BL-2023-04.
So,
Motion by Alderwoman Artis, the second. Second by Alderman Williams. Any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton, Alderwoman Wilkins,
yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Please take a reading.
An ordinance of the City of Delwood, Missouri, amending and readopting the municipal code book governing procedures to disclose potential conflicts of interest and substantial interest for certain officials.
Looking for a motion to adopt bill number BL 2023-04 into ordinance number 04-2023. So moved. Motion by Alderman Williams, is second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Johnson. Discussion. Alderman Melton.
When you say potential conflicts of interest, or substantial interest, what are you referring to?
So just to bring it back, this is something that the Missouri Ethics Commission requires us to do every 2 years. And so ours has expired. You already passed, but it's expired. So basically, conflict of interest, if you all have a business or something and you do business with the city, you have to disclose if your business does that or whatever. Or if you work for a company that we voted on a contract with, you have to make sure you disclose any and every money exchange in between the city and yourself as an elected official.
Okay, just wanted to be sure.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. At this time, please give bill number BL 2023-05 its first reading.
An ordinance of the City of Delwood, Missouri, imposing a ban on short-term rentals such as Airbnb and VRBOs in areas zoned residential within the city, providing a severability clause and providing an effective date.
This time, I'd like to entertain a motion to give bill number BL 2023-05 its second reading by title. So moved. Motion by Alderman Williams, second. Second, Alderman Melton. Any discussion?
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter.
I don't know if I'm giving a discussion now or asking a question now, but is this missing a revenue generating opportunity in any type of way?
Absolutely not. It's eliminating the problem.
Amen.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
Any other questions? Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt. Motion passed.
Second reading.
An ordinance of the City of Delwood, Missouri, imposing a ban on short-term rentals such as Airbnb and VRBOs in areas zoned residential within the city, providing a severability clause and providing an effective date.
At this time, I entertain a motion to adopt bill number BL 2023-05 into ordinance number ORD 05-2023. So moved. Motion by Alderman Williams. Is there a second? Second by Alderman Melton. Any discussion? Real quick, we did this because we've had a couple instances where there were some Airbnb parties that took place, and we're trying to get ahead of it before it becomes an issue. So, we decided to put a ban on those to eliminate that. Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. City Clerk, can you please give bill number BL 2023-06 its first reading by title only?
An ordinance repealing and replacing section 400.110 of the City of Delwood's Code Book governing residential parking regulations with stricter limitations on the parking of commercial vehicles in areas zoned residential within the city.
This somebody entertain a motion to give bill number BL 2023-06 its second reading by title only? Motion made by Alderman Melton, is there a second? Second by Alderman Williams, discussion. I will say this is a cleanup of the ordinance, because we have ordinance, against commercial vehicles, but we didn't have an ordinance that said it couldn't be parked in the city. And so we got into a fight, not a fight, but a dispute with the resident that the police department trying to resolve. And that was a gray area. Police department asked us to tighten it up so they can enforce it. And so this is basically saying that commercial vehicles cannot be in the city, you doesn't have parking, driveway, parking. So that's what it came from. Any other discussions? Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Second reading.
An ordinance repealing and replacing section 400.110 of the City of Delwood's Code Book governing residential parking regulations with stricter limitations on the parking of commercial vehicles in areas zoned residential within the city.
I'm looking for a motion to adopt bill number BL-202306 into ordinance number ORD-06-2023. Motion by Alderman Artis, is there a second? Alderman Melton, any more discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt. Motion passed.
Thank you. Now the city clerk can get bill number BL-2023-07, its first reading.
An ordinance to prohibit persons.
Sorry. Go ahead.
An ordinance to prohibit persons from openly carrying or displaying any firearm readily capable of lethal use within the city unless the person possesses a valid concealed carry endorsement or permit as provided herein and containing a severability and purpose clause.
This time I entertain a motion to give bill number BL-2023-07 its second reading by title only. So moved. Motion by Alderman Williams, for a second.
Second.
Alderman Johnson, any discussion? This is another one that came about, we talked about it a while back. I did also reference it in our latest newsletter. St. Louis City just passed this ordinance, and I kind of wanted to wait till they passed it first, so it passed the smell test, as it will be. And basically what this says is that, as you've seen a lot of young people recently, go to gas stations, stores, and carrying long rifles and assault weapons, and really not being able to do anything about it because of the law. There was a loophole that was found by Alderwoman Kara Spencer in the city. We found a loophole that you can ban it if they have a gun and still carry. So it passed unanimously down in the St. Louis City Board of Aldermen, and I think it'd be with us to go ahead and pass that, so the police department can have a tool to work with when they do see a person walking around with an assault rifle, just not able to say anything to them. Now they can say something to them. They don't have to conceal carry. And what can happen to them if they don't have that, Lieutenant? Be arrested or?
Well, if they're not wanted, if the weapon is not stolen, it can be confiscated. And if it's not registered to them, being confiscated and for safekeeping, and the registered owner would have to pick it up. But most of the time when they're carrying them, they got warrants and
Right.
it's not supposed to happen, so most of them go to jail. 8 out of 10 of them end up going to jail anyway.
Any other discussion or questions? Alderman Williams.
So this doesn't conflict in with what the state of Missouri.
Oh, this is a loophole that would allow us to do.
Okay.
Yeah. Mhm. St. Louis City has passed this already. The Board of Aldermen in the city, they passed this, I think about 3 weeks ago. So, yeah. And other cities are talking about passing as well. So, it's a discussion going on. Any other questions? Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt.
Yes.
Motion passed.
This time I entertain a motion to adopt bill number 2023-07 into ordinance number ORD-07-2023. So moved. Motion by Alderman Williams, for the second.
Second.
Second by Alderman Johnson, any discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Williams,
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton,
Yes.
Alderwoman Wilkins,
Yes.
Alderwoman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. Lastly, we have a resolution. So I'm looking for a motion to adopt resolution 5-2023. Is there a motion?
So
So,
Motion by Alderman Johnson, is second.
second.
Second by Alderman Artis, any discussion? This is a formality we have to pass in order to apply for the park grant. This is something we have to do on these matter resolutions. Any other discussion? Roll call.
Alderman Wilkins,
Yes.
Williams,
Second.
Alderwoman Johnson,
Yes.
Alderman Robinson,
Yes.
Alderwoman Melton, Alderwoman Wilkins, Alderman Artis,
Yes.
Alderwoman Carter,
Yes.
Alderman Holt.
Yes.
Motion passed.
Thank you. That concludes the business portion of our meeting. This time is public portion. If you have any other statements, please state your name, address, and public comments.
Hello, my name is Monica Mercer, and I live at 10149 Delridge. And I just want to say thank you for addressing the makeshift auto body shop at 10036. I appreciate it because it was getting out of hand. So I just want to address that. And also the property on Mulberry that I reported was vacant. And I guess it burned down, or there was a fire. And I guess folks have been just kind of hanging out there. I can't think of the address right off, but it's right at the end of Mulberry. And I don't,
Very end, very end.
yeah, on the right side. If that's been, haven't had time to go down there to look and see if anything's been done, but is that going to be looked at or,
Yeah,
Worded
we're
up.
looking to it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
you know, what I'm talking about? Okay. All right. And I just want to say one last thing. North County, thanks for coming by. And I noticed early in the morning, your guys are coming by, so I appreciate it. Thank you. That's it. North County Co-op,
Thank you, okay.
yeah, for coming by early in the morning. Usually that's when we have a lot of speeding on my block on Del Ridge, coming off of Mulberry. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, North County Co-op. Mary Apple, 1512 Keelan. I also want to thank the North County Co-op for coming to the rescue when my husband's car was trying to be stolen. They broke the window and they did such a good job and even got glass in the motor. So now we have to replace the motor there for the window. But it was Benjamin and I think Robinson, young lady.
Yes.
They came out, they helped clear everything up, taped up the window until we could get it fixed. So thank you very much.
All right.
I'm at 276 North Delwood, and you may have heard a call or two today about 317
Yes,
North
ma'am.
Delwood, and I want to make sure this is being addressed, because these people are out of control, they're bulls, they're cutting their ears in the driveway, like, they're being cruel to the animals, there's 9 people there. I have dogs of my own, so it's emotional for me, and they're a ruckus to our block. We have a beautiful, wonderful block. And since it came on about a year ago, there's been more crime on my block, more car break-ins, more, but I don't even care about that. I care about these dogs. I mean, they're better off euthanized than where they're at. And I appreciate it that you're gonna take a look into this
We
and
talked about, I think her name was, she called
Tish.
today, and we're already working on it.
yeah, I told her I would come today to reiterate and just to just show that.
We are in contact with the owner and everything.
You got in contact with the owner of the property.
Of the property.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And the residents.
Yeah.
Oh, then you got in touch with the residents too.
317. Mhm.
317 North Delwood. It's just a horrendous, situation. Thank you so
Thank
much.
Thank you.
Good evening, Laverne Mahoney, 50 South Floridale. I've already spoken to my 2 aldermen, Ms. Johnson and Mr. Williams. So they're handling some situations down there. We got some property that's not in compliance, so they're gonna work with the code enforcement to make sure. Terry? Okay, well, Terry, do you have any information for me? Because I spoke to you last week.
So we have ticketing here. And so we're working on some other things as well. And so give me a call tomorrow and I'll give you more information with the code enforcement.
Okay, do you know which one I'm speaking of?
I'll give you more information tomorrow when you call me, because I'll be able to speak directly to him.
Oh, great.
So just
Thank
call
you.
me tomorrow.
Okay.
Right now, you know what I'm saying?
I take that. I remember when Miss Johnson, Mary, is there still an ordinance against pit bulls in Delwood?
There's not an ordinance banning pit bulls, there's an ordinance, lists several things related to pit bulls, actually, dangerous animals. There are things that, the person must do in order to keep them and maintain them. So there are a list of things that has to happen. There used to be a time where the, city had an ordinance against banning,
In 2012.
but that was based on unconstitutional. You know, so there were some things that came about, basically making it hard for people to keep those kind of animals. And so the project she's talking about, that's one of the things we're working with that, those residents about, following those things that have to be done to keep. And it's some things that are gonna be costly for them to do that. So usually what happens when we do that, usually, they kind of give them up, particularly the person that owns the home. Because one of the things is the owner has to have $1 million policy, insurance policy, with those forest dogs. Usually the owner's like, I'm not doing that. It's to really enforce the resident to, release and get rid of it.
Okay.
So we gotta work this process to see what happens. But yeah, they can't have the main vicious animals.
Okay. And Mr. Terry, I'll talk to you tomorrow also about the trees in the back.
Thank you so
We're
much.
gonna, check on that, but last but not least, I wanted to thank, Lieutenant Thompson as well. I spoke to him today because over there we have like, school is still out and we have like 7 young men, hanging out at Vic's house. And what they do, they cross through this other rental property. They go to, south of Delwood. I don't know what they're doing. It's about 7 of them. And they're crossing over there. They're hanging out in the neighborhood. I know they don't belong there, but Lieutenant Thompson did exchange communication with me, so I can call him so he can get on top of it before they leave. But thank you. Thank you, Lieutenant Thompson.
Just do one more thing regarding.
I can't, but once you can't go back and forth.
Can't, okay, sorry.
6 months. You do the public comments.
My name is Tia Adkins, and I live at 324 North Floridale. And I ride the 74 bus to get around. And I was wondering, is there a schedule to cut the grass at Springdale Plaza? Because when I stand there to catch the bus, there's mosquitoes and all that kind of that. Is it gonna come up soon?
They do have a schedule, and I'll contact the person that's been responsible for that. I'll contact them tomorrow. I know they've been behind because of the rain and stuff like that, but I'll
I can see that.
I'll definitely contact them tomorrow.
Okay.
All right.
And then there used to be a bench at West Florissant and Chambers, okay, that you could sit on when you wait for the bus. And it's not there anymore. It hasn't been there for a minute. And I guess my question is there something that we can do to maybe get one back there?
I can contact Metro.
Yeah, you contact them, you contact them.
Okay, so that's whose responsibility is Metro, decide where the bunch is going. Okay, so I just have to put in a request to them. I'll be happy to do that. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Comments?
Mr. Chairman, well, are we contacting Metro?
No,
She
resident.
should contact
Resident.
Metro. Okay, so any concerns with the bus stops?
You have no control of the bus stops.
Gotcha. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, I had a question about the rules.
But this is not the important portion for the public. This is not back and forth. We can do that afterwards.
Okay.
Any other public comments? Now, we continue to adjourn.
So move.
Motion by Alderman Johnson, second by Alderman Thompson. Discussion. All fair say by saying aye. Aye. Opposed, the same sign. We adjourn.
Let me get the stuff you need to sign. I got to send it.
Well,
Let me get that,
I gotta
ordinance
go
that
get
you
it.
need to sign.